Hey guys, welcome back to Lovin Dubai show. We're so excited to have our guests back again today in studio, Mr. Golden Visa and Mr. Sahil. They'll be discussing Dubai's latest tourism records and also diving into the details for the Free for Life visa. Yes, you heard that right. What is it? Who can get it? And how does it really work? Welcome to the show, back in studio.
Hello,
Excited
to
be
be back, yeah.
Before we jump into the Free for Life visa, which I have a lot of questions on, speak to us about the tourism records. News dropped yesterday. Can you tell us about it?
Oh, yes. I mean, Dubai is as fast as it's growing. I mean, you can see that 9.31 million people have come into the country. Like literally, that's a record breaking. Like it's 9% over the previous year. And if you look at it, I mean, London has always been the number one during the summer season where the tourists flock in. But this time Dubai is almost right there, close to London records. And as it is the fastest growing probably, and we are seeing it on the roads, it is busy. I mean, only if the schools were open, you will not even have ways to drive to your work. So yes, it is growing, and that's why we see our business as well is literally keeping us so busy.
Why do you think the city has grown so much? Like 9% year on year is a huge growth. Why, in your opinion, has this growth happened?
I mean, there's a lot of factors, right? I mean, the government's really empowering people to move into the country. Like we've been discussing over the weeks, there's changes in visa policy. There's a lot of safety involved in the country as well. So people who do come from other parts of the world and see that, okay, it is that easy to get a visa. It is that easy to move here. It is, everything's at the touch of your fingertips. Everything's on an app. Everything's like very streamlined. So I think that sort of lifestyle is what people are chasing. And I mean, they can afford it in other countries, but they just don't have access to it. You know what I mean? And Dubai sort of puts it on a beautiful golden platter and like, yeah, here, go for it. Knock yourself out.
So speaking of the beautiful golden platter, whenever I have someone visiting, I always push the Dubai. I'm like, you need to move here, you need to move here. And then I imagine that this increase of 9%, these 9.31 million visitors would think, I could start a life here. But can they is the question. What visas are available to them?
I mean, first of all, we need to get you on board. If you're pushing that hard for 9 million people to come here, yes, come on board.
I have about 3 visitors a year, but I always tell them, move to Dubai.
That's
Definitely,
fine.
Definitely.
I mean, yeah, there's different kinds of visas, right? You start off with a tourist visa, you enter the country, see what works for you, what fits well, what kind of business you want to set up, or do you want to go down the investment route and, get your residency that way. And then once you do sort that sort of situation out, and then you move on to, okay, other, nitty gritty of actually living in a place, you know what I mean? Like it's not just a house, it's a home, right? So you have to build onto that. So once they do get the logistics of things sorted, then it's just a case of moving on and finding better pastures, I guess. Like, yeah, I think that's where it starts off and sort of finishes pretty seamlessly.
And before the show, we spoke a little bit about this Free for Life visa.
Right.
What is it? Can I get one?
So there are a couple of free zones that do offer a Free for Life visa. It's considered to be along the lines of a golden visa, but without the hassle of, investing or having that sort of a background that you're, tying in. So you don't need to have
the eligibility criteria.
Yeah, so that's where the difference comes in, right? So if you're looking at a golden visa, you're looking at having a certain amount of property, a certain amount of investment, being an existing and up and running business, etc. But a Free for Life visa, you do get it from a couple of free zones in the UAE as soon as you set up your business. So you set up your business, your visa is essentially free for life. Like it auto renews itself every 2 years, so you don't have to pay for it. It's just a constant flow. So small entrepreneurs can focus on things that actually matter. That is their business.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So this is a Free for Life visa. It's for business owners. What other eligibility and criteria is required to get this visa?
Well, you'll be surprised. There is no other eligibility requirement for this. As soon as you start a business, the free zones who are offering the Free for Life visa, you get it, and you get it documented from the free zone authority saying that you keep working on your business and your visa will remain free for life. So you just renew your license every year, continue your business, and the free zone will auto-renew your visa every 2 years. Yes, you do have to go for the medical. However, it will be renewed automatically without any charges.
auto renewal is like music to my ears, right?
I think you've had bad experiences.
It is.
I know PROs and companies, that the whole visa renewal system is sometimes tricky. So the fact that this auto renewal, so you get a license for your business, and then you will have a free visa for life. Speak to me a little bit about the free zones and the specifics there. Is it only available to certain industries?
No, I mean, if you could be, trading, you could be in service, you could be in a commercial sort of a business activity as well. So there's no limitation as such. You could be, from any industry, operating under any kind of a business license. As long as you go into the designated free zones, you're sorted. So you get a free for life visa from day one. Yeah.
Just because my knowledge is a bit limited on visas and free zones, what do you mean going towards a specific free zone?
Well, there are roughly around 52 free zones, if I'm not mistaken, all across UAE. A couple of free zones, I'm not sure if we can take the names, but definitely a couple of free zones who are having this offer of free for life visa. So only these designated free zones, let's say I can name a few who do not have, let's say DMCC, JAVZA, which are more on the government side of the free zones. Which is controlled and managed by the government. They haven't come up with this promotion yet, but sooner than later, probably they will.
Yeah.
Let me push this here on the show. But a couple of free zones which are mostly managed by, I would say, private sectors, they have come up with this promotion, and it is working great. Everyone needs one. They get a free for life visa. A visa costs you approximately 6,000 to 8,000 dirham, right, every 2 years. That itself comes at free. You just keep renewing your license, and your visa gets renewed automatically for free.
And then working with Decisive Zone, if I hear this, I'm watching now, I'm a business owner, and I wanted this free for life visa. Do you work with specific free zones, or are you able to access all of them through you guys?
Well, we are partner with all the free zones across UAE. With probably few exceptions. However, we do prioritize certain free zone who actually we feel adds value more than many others. Every free zone has its own,
pros and cons.
Pros and cons. However, we exclusively work with few free zone, not exclusively the right word, but we work more with certain free zone who adds more value for Dubai and Northern Emirates over the other free zones.
It makes sense because I think it's such a minefield for people not in the business, and that's why you go to the experts for these things.
That's true.
Naysayers would say nothing in life is free. Yeah. We're calling it a free for life visa. How do you respond to that?
That's why you pay for the license. I guess that's a start.
Yes, as long as you keep your business up and running in this country, the visa gets renewed automatically through Decisive Zone or the free zone that we issue the license from. And it is true, it is a fact, it is written, undocumented.
So you apply for your license. If I want to apply for my free for life visa tomorrow, how do I do it?
You set up a company. You set up a company through Decisive Zone or directly with one of our free zone partners, as long as they do have the promotion going on, which is the free for life visa. You definitely need to ask for it, because to make sure that you go apply for that particular promotion, and they will apply for the visa for free. It is that simple, by the way.
Yeah.
If people want a bucket of knowledge and information about these visas, where do we go?
Come to us.
DecisiveZone.ae.
Google us, like I've been saying, #1.
But this is the thing, because this free for life visa is new information to me, and we're aware of certain visas that are available, but there's obviously a lot. What's under the. How many different types of visas are under public awareness? I think there's the golden visa, and then there's the tourist visa, and then there's the different color categories. What else is under there that people don't have access to that you guys could help us out with?
I mean, see, it's not something that's under wraps per se. It's more of a case of even the free for life visa, right? It's a standard residency. It's just the fact that because it's being renewed in perpetuity, you just have to pay for the license. So it's considered to be the same thing, right? Let's say the offer exists now. It doesn't exist next month because it's a limited time availability, right? There's allocations and things. So if you're an investor in the country, you set up a business, otherwise you'll get a traditional investor visa. It's just the fact that when this sort of free for life is going on, you don't have to pay for it. You know what I mean? So it's the same exact visa. It's just the fact that you save money on it, overall. And it's renewed in perpetuity, hence the for life part. Yeah.
So share this with business owners that are watching the show. I have to ask, we've got Mr. Golden Visa on the show. How do you compare the UAE Golden Visa with the Free for Life Visa? Which is better?
Well, Golden Visa is definitely more of status, or you have to fall under the eligibility criteria. However, Free for Life Visa is, if you're a business owner, you just have to ask for this promotion, and the promotion has to be available, which is available now during summer, I would say. Golden Visa has its own status. Free for Life Visa is available for every businessman who wants to have a business in Dubai. So all you have to do is just Google Free for Life Visa Dubai, and probably you will find the top 5 companies who's offering this.
We always look at how the population growth is surging, and it's measures like this by the UAE that's making it happen.
Yes.
You guys are helping people get there. If people want to start their business tomorrow with Decisive Zone, how can they do it?
Well, decisivezone.ae, that's our website, and we are always available on our WhatsApp with the direct chat 05535 that's right.
I love a WhatsApp chat. It's so much better than picking up the phone.
Oh, yes, quickest.
Decisive Zone, thank you so much for joining us once again. Guys, that is it for Tuesday morning. Tomorrow morning on the show, we do have Kareem Osama joining us. We're super excited for that too. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thanks for having us again.
Bye-bye.
Bye.